I saw 100 million secondary on Series D or something like that. I was just wondering, given this background of the company, why would somebody do that secondary at this point in time and exit the company, right? Also, tell us in this context your funding journey.
So basically, I said that we raised about 25 crores. Then again, obviously we ran out of cash fast enough. So we took Mayfield Ventures. Again, they came in about 2013 timeframe. This is all I'm talking about, the old business model that they were actually working with, right? So we raised about $7 million from them. So they came in pretty early, at least from the company journey standpoint. So 2015 timeframe, we had Premji Invest investing. So they invested close to about $20 million in the company. And then we had Emerald Media. Emerald Media is a KKR fund run by a gentleman called Rajesh Kamath. He used to be the CEO of Colors before. Okay. So again, from a media background, which was important for us because we wanted the relationships in the India ad tech. So we're kind of starting to look at that. But what we realized is that although we started off with that whole thing, then on the verge of coming in is when we realized that this is not the model we want to go after. So for the company, we had raised about $40 million by then. And now we were kind of changing the complexion of what we wanted to do. That was kind of a very harrowing time for everybody because all the investor thesis was fundamentally on the India business model. And here we are saying, no, we're going to be completely a SaaS model, media tech.
How did the investors take it?
It was hard for everybody at that point in time because it was obviously a big change and their thesis with their ICs, everything changed literally in that sense. But fortunately, all of them were very cooperative. They said, hey, what's right for the company? Let's go ahead and do it. To that extent, I think they were very comfortable doing that. So in this journey, if you look at it, coming back to your question and why they did the exit was fundamentally because the company was at a growth path where they were clear that we needed investors who understand the SaaS ecosystem and be able to evolve it, grow it, and then do that, right? So we had also talked to our board saying, hey, we need to look at investors who can kind of bring that sort of capability. By that time frame, both funds, both KKR, Emerald Fund was on its sunset because they were kind of closing down the fund themselves. And we had Mayfield, which had already spent 7 years in the company. So they said, hey, my fund is over. So I have to really return back the money to somebody. So why don't you folks really give us some sort of an exit? So it matched all of our aspirations because they wanted to exit because they had fund timelines. We wanted new investors who understand the SaaS ecosystem can kind of help the company scale to that extent. So sort of made sense for all of us.